welcome.
Yes.
If you're new to joining us, we're Army Project 529. How the heck are you? And if you don't know who we are or what we do by now, I know some of you have heard this intro so many times. We try to switch it up for you, but anyways, for those of you that don't know, you can visit ap529.com/links to learn about who we are and what we do, because we do a ton of stuff. And we're constantly adding things and switching things up and going, yeah, I don't like that anymore. Let's do this instead. So that's a really good way to see everything that we're up to. And as BTS is going to start spitting out some new content, there's going to be new stuff to do. So, all right.
Content. Oh wait, I have to crack this open.
New content.
Princess. Okay, there you go. Princess Jen says hi.
Aw.
Princess Jen says hello.
All right, everybody, tap on Christina's face except Christina.
Yep. Don't let me tap.
Christina's banned from tapping on the screen because she's been known to
exactly.
report herself. She's been known to report herself.
Yep. Exactly.
I like tapping until that little bar starts going, and then you keep tapping until the bar fills up.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Black Jade, for taking the MBTS test. We
thank
all
you.
have on our list
my
to make a video of
goodness.
ourselves taking the test. I think Steph is the only one who's done it so far or talked about it, but
Yeah.
we're getting there.
Yeah. It's fun too, because you can the admin team has a nice blend of different strengths and things that they like. So
if you weren't there,
type Fs.
yes, if you weren't there, we did do a shortened version of it. We basically developed the quiz further. After this, we did a YouTube live about this topic like 3 weeks ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago. That's up on our YouTube channel. If you want to see it live, we talked in depth about the different types.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm going to take the quiz again and get the exact same result.
After that live, we made some changes to the quiz. We added questions. We showed you the percentage breakdown of each type you are and stuff like that. So that's why we all have to take it again.
Some people have. I've taken it 4 times now in each of its iterations to get the exact same.
Yeah. So far, I don't think I've come across anyone who's got a different type.
I have not taken the final form, but I've taken every interim, and it's been type F every time. So, like, I'm pretty positive I'm going to continue to be type F.
I know Christina and I are A. I don't remember. You and Steph are F.
E. And Quince and I are E.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's fun stuff. So, but we can.
It is fun.
Take it and report back, everybody.
Oh yeah. This one has percentages of each type. So
Continue to post
take it.
results.
It's fun. There's no wrong answers.
I should have put that in the newsletter. I knew there was something I forgot.
No
It's
worries.
okay. Next week. We're going to send out another one next week.
Yeah.
Let me write this down. Write it down, Katie.
Put it on your agenda, Katie. Put it on your agenda.
Exactly.
I joke. I have to have an agenda or I forget everything.
Exactly.
Fun fact, I am no longer capable in even real life of calling it an agenda. It is always an agenda, even in my professional life now. And nobody even blinks anymore. At first, they used to give me odd looks.
Close enough that
I
people can let it go.
literally can't say it correctly anymore. It's become a problem.
I feel like that's a good. feel like that's a good thing.
It sounds.
It feels
sounds
right.
close
It feels
enough
right.
that probably nobody would call you on it because they'd be like,
Oh no, they have called me on it. They have. And then I have explained to them the project and how everything is Bangtan associated. And there's a member named Jin, Kim Jin. Do you know BTS? It became a whole ass thing, and it was joyful for me. And they just sat there and they're like, "Okay, agenda.
Nice.
Okay, we got it.
Nice.
We got it."
Did you
That's
just say
what this
agenda?
is.
How much time do you have?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
remember
know
that
BTS?
Yeah.
You remember that meme that was going around? Sorry, while I menthol myself. You remember that meme that was going around? I think it was like a year or so ago, where it was like, "Can you name a subject that you could talk for 30 minutes straight on without taking any breaks?" And so many people were like, "Their names are Kim Namjoon."
so true.
We have to start at the beginning. There's lore. Don't even get me started on the Japanese.
Lore. Hello.
There is
Lord.
Honestly, I need to run for Senate because I could filibuster.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of filibuster, though, we got an agenda.
All right,
Tonight is
all
our
right.
Wednesday midweek tea. Let's go.
All right, so for those of you who are new to us and those of you who are not new to us, which is most of you, we go live twice a week. Tonight is our Wednesday midweek tea, where we talk about Bora news, and boy, has there been news this week. And we talk about shenanigans that took place out on Kim Namjoon's internet for the week. Tonight, you're going to want to stick around because we're going to talk about how we, as a project, once again, we committed the ultimate sin.
We
in
sure
this
did.
Fandom of being older females.
Of existing.
I mean,
How fucking dare! How
yeah.
fucking dare!
For that screenshot that somebody's gonna take, I really want to put my glasses right at the end of my nose.
We gotta
Just so I can really
for this.
Let me get me from my really old angle. Yeah. Get me. Yeah, there you go.
There's my skincare.
There's the screenshot right there.
How many
Perfect.
chins?
Did you put chains on? Patricia
I love it.
chains on her.
This
Chains.
is my $3 chain.
Fucking
$3
$3.
$3.
All right, who did it? Some comments in this live were filtered to
Like
protect
the
the
chain.
community's experience. Which one of you was it?
Graduate from the
Who did it?
$3
Who
chain
did
around
it?
your neck to the $3 chain on your glasses. That's what happened.
Exactly.
I love my chain.
Yep.
Exactly.
In the big ol' year of 20 BTS 2025, you're still not allowed to be an older female on the internet loving a band. Apparently.
No.
I resent this categorization.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Anyway,
All right.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Let's
Before
get
we
to
get
the main
to
board
that-
news.
Yeah. The Min Yoongi Treatment Center, which we've talked about many times before, it's an autism treatment center for music therapy because Min Yoongi is the greatest. The treatment center's Mind Band will have their inaugural concert called Shining Minds on December 9th.
Please tell me they're going to release this video, please.
Oh,
They better.
must.
They fucking
must.
better.
Yeah, featuring the children who are in the program. The professor who has been in a lot of the professor who helps run the program, who has been in a lot of the news about it, posted what you're seeing on the screen there, which is the program for the concert on her social media. So according to that, they're going to end the concert with a BTS medley.
Look at that.
It's fine. I'm fine.
And then right below that, where it says guest artists, if you translate that, it ends up being, or most of them end up being, the members of the BTS band who go on tour with the solo tours.
And then with Yoongi.
Yeah, they went with Yoongi, they went with J-Hope and Jen, I believe, as well, or at least most of them. And they've been in all the live performance videos. They're the live band that you keep seeing. So they're going to be guest artists at the concert.
That's awesome.
And if you
So
read,
awesome.
please go if you can look it up. The post is so sweet. It's about just support these kids. It's not about being perfect. It's about them being out there and expressing themselves and taking chances. And I was like, stop it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
So freaking
Because
cute.
they worked so hard.
They
worked so
did.
hard, and they were so brave.
So
Like, truly. This is me experiencing a feeling. It's awful.
We're having real emotions here.
Hajima emotions.
And
Yeah.
a lot of
him in the
people,
box.
I've seen a lot of people being like, oh my God, I hope Yoongi goes and performs. It's not about that, y'all. It's not about that. It's about these kids. Now, I mean, maybe he might go and watch, he might not go and watch. But the important thing is that this is happening, and he was a big part of making it happen.
Yes.
So,
Honestly, I love kids. I love kids doing music. I used to be the kids in those concerts. And
I was in band.
Yeah.
Listen, I think most of us probably were at one point in time somewhat like
A
this.
band of some
yeah,
kind.
so I love it. It's a fun thing to see. I love seeing kids enjoy music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
just
I'm
know
excited.
too that the quote where Yoongi was talking to one of the kids and he said, "Just start playing and I'll match you."
Yeah.
That's what he told the
So
kids.
cute. So cute.
And that's so just to have them do this is just, I don't know. It's awesome. Anyway.
It really
Great.
is cool.
It's great.
So cool.
So excited.
All right. In
When's that happening
other
again?
news,
When is
December
that happening?
9th.
do what?
I did not mention, they are selling tickets to this event. They're going to sell out in like 3.5 seconds.
Of course they are.
But yeah, it is. So it is, I guess, a public event. So surely there will be footage out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Surely. Yeah, it's going to happen. All right, in other news, we received some Instagram stories from J-Hope this week where he was in an airplane. And then he was showing his Audemars Piguet watch on top of a
Your name on his belt again.
belt. And we were like, Lisa, his
Get my
name's on
name
your
on
belt
again.
again. His name is on your belt again. Turns out this man was fucking off to Dubai for an Audemars Piguet event wherein this man dressed in a fine-ass suit performed Mona Lisa.
Sure did.
Sure did.
He sure did.
Look at
Sure
him.
did.
Good.
The high definition video they were very clearly filming at that point in time has not been released yet. We've gotten fan
will.
cams at this point, but it will happen. Look at him. Just fucking look at him. So he spoiled this one for us with his Instagram stories. And we were all like, originally we were like, the fuck is he going? And then
We're like,
everybody's
why'd you
"There's
dig that out of the closet?
Yeah. Why has he got Lisa's name on his belt again?
Why?
What's going
I
on?
mean, I'm not
What's
complaining.
going on? I mean, it took me a hot second to notice he was wearing an Audemars Piguet watch. That was
the
kind of
hand.
the last thing I saw. The hand, there was the hand, and then the fingers, and there was a ring involved, and I was like, and then I saw the belt, and then somebody was like, he's wearing an Audemars Piguet watch, and I was like, oh, there was a watch. I should go back and look for science. I had to look again. I had to analyze
It's
the
a very
photo.
carefully crafted photo.
I mean,
It's
them
beautiful.
men sure do know how to take a teaser photo. Sure do.
That's,
He had the watch in there, the Mona Lisa belt in there, the hand. It's fine. The functional abs.
yeah.
The functional abs are somewhere
It's fine.
around there.
They're right there underneath that hand. You can tell.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We gotta get off that. And yeah.
All right. But yeah, so that's fun. So look forward to that. That's coming. That they were clearly filming. So it's gonna devastate us later.
I feel like I'm getting sick, so I apologize for my coughing. I'll try not to do it too much.
No worries. Okay, I'll go with the next. So it's the 5th anniversary of B. The
B.
album that gave us hope. Because it was covered in our blog on the weeks 39 and 40. And we had an in-depth conversation in a YouTube live in September 28th of this year. So if you want to hear more about it,
Not
you
that
can
long.
watch the live. You can check our blog. And that was the album that they wrote during the pandemic. So a lot of the songs are for comforting armies that were not having a good time, and they were not having a good time either. So, and there's a lot of content of this album.
Yeah.
I would say particularly my favorite is like the interviews that they did about the songs and the process of creating the album, because they were so involved in creating it and putting it together.
They
So
put each other in charge aspects of the album. They put each other in charge.
yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things for me is a good chunk of the production of this album. They actually went live on YouTube, but private live. And then they just stored that until later, and then they unprivated the live later. And so we actually, after the album came out, they started letting us see the live footage of them planning the album and doing parts of the production of the album. And so that was actually really freaking cool.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck on this picture. Just putting on coats
It's a great picture.
and walking like a bunch of bosses. Look at them.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Anyway.
Perfection.
Aw.
Happy birthday, B.
Oh,
Not
yeah, B.
B.
Birthday B. I was like, wait, no, not yet. Speaking of B,
Uh-oh. Whee!
Taehyung,
Nooga, naga.
he attended a pop-up event in Los Angeles this past week or over the weekend. or was it last? I don't remember. Last week at some point, a pop-up event for one of his newest ambassadorships, TIRTIR. And they had this event in LA, and he was not the only person there, but he might as well have been.
Oh.
So it's basically this is part of TIRTIR's like new like global marketing strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's all over, like if you look at their website, he is all over it. He might as well have been the only person at the event.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Yes.
fucking scroll in this goddamn agenda. Okay, sorry.
Let us know how you feel.
It was not working for me. It was not working for me at all. Okay, so it's called the V and U Let's Radiate is the name of the campaign. So it's literally centered all around Taehyung.
Yeah. As it should be.
And
As it should be.
yeah, so it's part of the whole thing throughout November. It had like a whole immersive experience. People could go and try the products and test them out, and they had like themed rooms and interactive things, and they had like specialty drinks and things like that. We saw Taehyung drinking this like matcha smoothie sort of thing. It clearly had strawberry in it.
Aw.
He was delighted. At first, he was unsure. He did that like kombucha look where he was like, eh? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, he liked it in the end. He liked it. But yeah, it was wild because there was a lot of people and they were all shouting and looking at him. So I think he was a little like, he felt a little bit like in the fishbowl, but he was still himself. And he was being adorable, and he was like smirking, and he was posing, and he was doing his V, and he was.
I'm sorry. This is adorable. I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
No, in person he was being adorable.
Yeah, no.
This is adorable. Look at
This
him.
is not fair, is what this
This
is.
version here.
That's
No, that's rude as shit.
rude.
Is what that one is.
They
That's
were
fucking.
asking,
That one's
capitals.
bullshit.
they were asking him questions, and like one reporter was like, "Oh, did you eat? Yeah, did you eat dinner?" And he said no, and he said no, I haven't. And they said, "Okay, what do you want to eat tonight?" And he was like, "Oh, I want something up south." And they were like, "Oh, but you're in LA, and there's lots of really good food here. Isn't there like something else?" And he's like, "No, I think I'm gonna go for something up south."
Mans knows what he likes.
My Korean pork belly, and I said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Said what I said. I told you what I was craving, and that's what I want. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a good
I love
event.
this one. This one's one of my favorites.
There was a lot of people there.
Aw.
Listen, guys,
Look at
not to belabor, I'm not going into this a lot, but if you're seeing some noise out there about certain people who are at this event and things they may have said, and things they're trying to stir up, just ignore it, because like that's literally like there were a ton of influencers at this event. It's like part of their job, like to do it. And so like what are they going to do? They're going to try to get clicks. They're going to try to get engagement. That's their job as influencers. And so sometimes they might say things to try and get that engagement. And we should probably just ignore it instead of reacting to it and being baited by it. So if you see stuff out there that seems like it's a little bit of ridiculous, kind of trying to start trouble, just move on. Just move on. Yeah. So that happened, but he is back in Korea now, after devastating us all. And we are happier for it. Moving on.
Moving on. Next.
Weverse. A bunch of them went live after last week. And we were like, nobody went live this week. They were like, oh, okay.
Bet. Let's start chronologically. On the 13th, RM said, "There's too many things going around right now, but let's just stay focused between you and us, BTS and ARMY. Let's hug all day and all night. Let's hug."
It was cute.
Yes, please.
Like, how many of us are
Yes,
healed?
I would like to hug.
This is probably,
I would
I don't have a
much
count,
like
but
that.
this is not the first time he's done a little let's hug with Army and Live. It's a platonic hug.
Aw.
Look at him.
How many of us are healed when
Look
that
at him,
happens?
he's so
Look at you,
cute.
so
Look at that face.
Thanks, Sally.
How can you feel anger at anything when looking at that face? Look at him.
I know.
He's so cute. Shut up.
Look at that smile. I mean, I think there
So
were people
precious.
in the comments who were trying to get him to talk about stuff, and he was like, "No."
He's like, what we're not going to do is any of
Yeah,
that.
he was like, I spoil anything if I open my mouth, so I'm not gonna open my
Spoilers.
mouth.
I think people were trying to get him to talk about like stuff, like things that
Yeah,
they
deep
on the
topics
internet.
and-
Yeah, like topics on the internet, things,
Various garbage.
various
And
garbage going on out there.
Basically, the man's was like, "Did you even listen to my album that I released while I was in the military? Because I already told you how I feel about talking about deep stuff."
I didn't listen to it. He
Let's
could make
focus
another
on
one.
music. Let's
He could
focus
make
on
another
music,
one.
guys.
I didn't hear it.
I
I
hope there's
didn't
a
hear it.
selected song in that album that is coming out in March that is basically like, you know what?
I hope
Oh,
so. I hope there's a few.
He did say that he wants us to just focus on BTS and ARMY and everything.
There you go.
else. And
Yeah.
Gonna focus on. Gonna focus
Focus
on.
come back
Focus
next
on-
year. Focus on that. He said it's all gonna be about BTS and ARMY, and that's all that matters. And none of that outside stuff matters because what they do is for us.
Yeah.
And that's all we have.
As always for us.
I was about to say,
Always for us.
I believe there was a line.
As always for us, and that's all we need to worry about. The rest of it is bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
okay. Should I go to the next one?
Go ahead.
Okay, JK went live on the 16th and he sang.
It was precious.
But first, he futzed.
What?
He futzed with his equipment again.
Yeah.
Forever.
Your internet cut out a little bit. It did not sound like the word futzed.
Sorry.
I can tell you
I
who the fuck
repeat.
what.
He messed around with his equipment again.
And he looks so cute with those glasses.
He's so adorable. The glasses
And
were ridiculous.
He
And
looks,
the
and
hair-
he looks like a
Shut up.
15-year-old all over again. So he has to share with us the secret for eternal youth because this is ridiculous. He looks so cute.
He's so cute.
That little face. And we also heard that he just returned to Seoul, but we never knew that he left. So that's kind of great that we never found out.
Love that.
I love that for him. Love that for him.
Love it.
We didn't know he was gone, and suddenly he was back, and we were like, oh.
He's back from where? We don't know. But it's probably a surprise. So we will be surprised.
It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look at him.
I know. But he said, listen, okay, so when he did get to singing, he sang a bunch of really amazing, like he sang some songs that he hasn't sung in a long time. He sang a loud song that he sang on live back in 2020. Cannot remember the name of it for the life of me right now.
Oh, I'm blanking on it. I actually know it.
Somebody will say it. Somebody will tell us. But he sang that again, and that was really nice to hear again. He also he pulled up his cover of Harry Styles' Fallen, and he sang that again, and that was devastating.
That song is so good. I
That's
love
so
that
good.
version.
The song is so good. And he also sang a song from what is it? The Man Who Smiles. It's a musical. It's The Man Who Smiled.
Musical theater, JK, I need more.
That he had a whole musical theater moment, and Mans was emoting. Mans was
He was.
emoting.
Was that I need an entire album of musical theater, JK, because like
And
holy
he-
shit.
And
was
I
awesome.
immediately I recognized it. And I didn't remember why I recognized it at first, and then the internet reminded me why I recognized it because it was on an episode of Run BTS where Taehyung sang it to Namjoon. on a stage and he was singing it to Namjoon. And then he turned around and he faced the wall and continued singing it, and Namjoon just stood there like this. And then looked at the camera and went,
Nice.
one
So
of the
cute.
best moments on Run BTS ever. I was like, that's it. That's why I remember it. So,
That's hilarious.
So
but
cute.
yeah,
So cute.
It was good. It was a lot of fun.
So
He
cute.
thought about, and he said he had to stay up all night, and I think that might have been when he was going somewhere, but we didn't know he was going somewhere because he said he had to stay up all night for a reason.
Yep.
Mm.
So I think maybe he was doing it to prepare for jet lag.
That's fair.
Yay. Okay. Who knows where he is? I don't know.
He's back in South Korea now.
Yeah.
So whatever it was quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway.
We
Okay.
got a Weverse announcement, or a drop rather, in that the Run Seokjin _ep.tour _encore, because we're gonna have so much fun typing that, Quince. Photo sketch was released, and it is devastating.
Look at him.
Look at it. It is a lot of bullshit in this post. It is. Look at him. Come on. Oh, that concert. This man is such a performer. Ugh,
He really is. Yeah.
he's so freaking good. His concerts were so much fun, and the encore was amazing. Both nights of the encore were amazing.
Very good.
We got quite a few like the behind the scenes
Lord.
stuff in this, so that was. God. He was channeling Eye Drops Gin that whole concert. Look at it.
Same
It's
hair.
bullshit. Same fucking hair.
Hi, Connie.
Ugh, he was channeling that Eye Drops Gin.
Rockstar. Look at that.
Look at him. It's amazing.
Aw.
It's amazing.
They had that picture of him and Tay also. The far away when Tay was sitting in the chair.
And then calm down.
Yeah.
There's
The rehearsal
good ones. They're
rehearsal
all
in his
good.
floofy coat.
Look at him with his
And
It's floofy
over,
coat.
over
He's
his
worn that
floofy
coat
coat.
during so many sound checks and rehearsals.
That thing must be warm as shit. He enjoys it.
Anyway,
Aw.
The floofy
I
mean,
hair and the floofy coat.
Was
It's
bad.
just so good. So good.
And the leather. The
so
leather.
good. Look how
Bear in
fun.
mind, guys, bear in mind, these photos are all high definition, and if you click open the photo, you can ask Weverse to save all.
You can save all of them.
Just
Yeah.
save all available.
Then they go
in
right
one
into your
go.
desktop wallpaper folder.
Yeah, yeah.
Cycle through.
Look at that. It's so freaking cute. They were laughing so fucking hard during that. It's so good.
That's so great. Anyway,
Oh, it's so
So the last 2 days, Taehyung went live. He got back to Korea from Los Angeles, and yesterday and today he went live. We always love his screenshots.
jeez, an ad, please.
Best screenshots on his lives. The one from yesterday
is.
was oh my god, this was him playing basketball for like 10 minutes, and there was a tank top situation. There were arms, and listen, he was in the Nike like facility, and
It was rude.
yeah, a lot of people are speculating. I'm not going to say one way or another, but a lot of people speculating. Does he have another brand ambassadorship coming? We don't know.
We don't know what he's doing. He just
We don't know
doing
what he's
stuff.
doing, but the man.
I mean,
he looked
in-
really
in-
good.
I don't know anything about marketing, but I have to imagine that return on investment when you hire Taehyung to be your ambassador for anything has
Yeah,
got
it's
to be some
high.
of the best in the business.
Just
Clearly
astronomically
working
high.
out for everyone.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
dear God, look at him. And he was making, like, he's clearly worked on his basketball game because he was making some very difficult shots. Of course, he did also embarrass the fuck out of himself by trying to dribble, and he hit himself in the ass with the basketball. He hit himself in his own ass with the basketball.
Yeah.
Also, I
though,
it was so cute.
Chances of sending screenshots from this live to his Yoongi Hung, 100%. 100%.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He made some pretty impressive shots. He really did.
He did make some pretty impressive shots. And my God, look at those arms. I'm just saying.
Look at that.
The arms were arming, man. They really were. I thought one of the cutest parts was they seemed to be playing some form of like horse, the game.
Horse,
And so so they seemed to be playing some form of horse. And the guy who was playing with, he kept calling Hyung, and I thought it was just the cutest fucking thing.
Yes, so cute. So that was a short live. That was yesterday. Today, early this morning, or not early this morning, but sort of early this morning, he went live for 30 minutes. And it, again, adorable. He was practicing language.
Oh my God.
He was practicing languages.
Yeah.
For the tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was practicing languages. He did a little Spanish. He did some Italian. He did some German. He did some Chinese.
Some Vietnamese, which was
a little bit of Vietnamese, which he felt he did not do well on that, and he knew it.
He did not handle the Vietnamese well, and it was hilarious the look he gave us when he messed it up. He was just like,
"We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on."
I want my ringtone.
Yeah. He just looks at us like, "I'm sorry, Army."
I want my text tone. Him just saying picante. Picante.
Picante. So cute.
By the way, as a Spanish speaker, I must say this man has perfect Spanish pronunciation. Perfect.
He sounded great.
Oh yeah. I loved the complete and utter random smattering of Spanish words. So good.
Like the random Spanish words.
No rhyme or reason.
Cielo. I was like, oh my God, you are a cielo, my man. You are.
But yeah, I got
throwing out the most random shit.
I got a new lock screen for my phone out of this live today when he did his little chair dancing session. That's the new lock screen on my phone.
So
in
cute.
case anyone was wondering. I know you were. But yeah, he did that for a while. He was listening to music, and then he sang.
He did.
He sang to us at the end. He sang some SZA and sang along some Daniel Caesar, which both he and JK have been listening to a lot lately and recommending Daniel Caesar. So it was a really nice live. And then as he was listening to music and winding up, he started miming that he was hungry and he needed to go eat. And he was going to say bye. And I was like, I hate you. But you know what? It was more of a goodbye than we usually get from
Yeah, it was a decent length live. Like I was in the middle of getting ready for work when he went live, and I got almost all the way to work. He was still like singing live. I was
he usually just ends the live, but this time he was like,
I'm telling you, he had battery in the phone. That phone was charged.
He did.
Good point.
Yeah. That's a valid point.
He was going to go eat in the end of the live, so it was very nice.
Yeah,
that's so nice.
Although in typical Tay fashion, he ended it live just fuck ass middle of a song. Middle of a song. He did not let that song finish. He was just like, you know what?
I thought he was going to.
I'm hungry.
For a split second, and then I was like, no, he's not.
He's not gonna let the song finish.
That's great.
Like, he's just gonna cut it right in the middle.
Done. Bye. All right, Instagram.
All right, Instagram. So we mentioned earlier that Jung Hoseok was spending time on Instagram teasing his little Audemars Piguet Dubai situation. He also posted up about a new collaboration he did with Human Made. Now, this man has been wearing Human Made for a stupid number of years. He is a huge fan. He has taken a lot of pictures with Nigo, the owner, developer, designer of Human Made. And now we get a J-Hope Human Made collab that they are calling Human Hope. Fucking cute
Oh,
as shit. For
God.
those of you who are somewhat familiar with Human Made, they have that running, leaping tiger as one of their main design elements in a lot of their stuff. And they made in very similar fashion a running, leaping squirrel. And it is the cutest thing I've ever fucking
I gotta
seen.
find it. Keep talking.
In his post about it, he did include the following message. I had the great opportunity to collaborate with Human Made, a brand I've genuinely loved for a long time. I started working on this project with Nigo-san last year, and we finally created Human Hope. This collection truly reflects who I am. I believe this will be a huge milestone and a precious part of my history. I hope you all enjoy seeing it come to life. I mean, come on. So this is a collaboration. Therefore, it is available, or will be, it's not available yet, not until the 22nd, on both the Human Made website as well as Weverse. So now Weverse has posted up the preview for the merch available with the Human Made, and what the prices will be. As Stephanie posted a video earlier pointing out that green bomber jacket is over $1,000, and it
Oof.
is magnificent.
Yeah, but look at that. That is expensive.
That look at everybody. J Hope's
Man.
always been expensive, so you should expect his shit to be expensive. I think the sweaters and the hoodies are averaging around the
I
500-ish mark.
it's a luxury
So it's a
brand.
luxury brand.
Yeah.
So just
This isn't
it's
like a regular merch shop. It's not like a
yeah.
Weverse merch.
Hmm.
Even though it's being
Honestly, the
offered on Weverse, it's not like a Weverse merch shop.
To be honest, the prices are very comparable with human made prices.
Yeah,
It's very comparable with their typical pricing. They didn't
yeah.
gouge things up because it was a J Hope collab, which is pretty respectable. Because I've been on the Human Made website a great many times, because he's worn them for years. It's
That's a
pretty
great
comparable
idea,
for their
calling them.
typical pricing.
She said 10 of
But
us
they do
popping
have
up,
cheaper
10 of us
options.
popping up $100 and Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. That would
Okay,
be
or 100 of us cough up $10 and we each
For
have to wear it for
sure.
like 3 days a year.
There's like 100 of us. And you get it like 3 days.
But
yeah.
if you are not in the market for $1,000 jacket, they do have an adorable keychain that's like $45, and they have a coffee mug that's screaming my name that's like $35. So there are options that are not $1,000 bomber jacket of hats. So they made sure to include things that were in all different price ranges, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So.
Good.
But yeah, I believe that all goes on sale on the 22nd.
I think it's
Or the store open, the Human Made, I believe on the Human Made sites. They said
it's going
22nd
on
or 23rd,
pre-sale
somewhere
or
in there.
something, or
Pre-sale, yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Which is a smart way of doing it, running it on pre-sale, because they have bigger options for more inventory that way.
Namjoon continues to surprise and delight us on Instagram, as
Yes.
usual. He posted himself walking through a hallway with the board on his head
Yeah, he did.
because
Now, I saw a tweet that said, if you know, you know, like that he was referencing something, and I don't personally know.
It's like a
So
graduation cap, if some kind.
it looks like a graduation cap.
it
And I
does
know
kind of.
school is ending. Does the big test just happened for?
Yeah, didn't he say he was going to Hagwon? Maybe he finished his program.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
But he also continues his collection of of insane hats
But I got this one. Come
with
on.
Yeah, another hat. We got
There it
another
is.
hat.
running colt.
There it is.
Running
Running
colt
Colt.
number.
There's the hats.
So Katie has a wonderful theory about this.
I said it. I don't remember if it was a TikTok live or a YouTube live, but a couple weeks ago, I forget exactly. He keeps posting stuff about running. Like, what if they're making another version of Run?
The thousandth time.
Just for the thousandth time. I've also seen the theory that this
word.
means they're working on Run BTS, which I think is less likely because I swear they just talked about how they were talking about what to do with it, but they haven't started it yet or something. I feel like one of them said that on a live recently.
Mentioned, I don't think there's been any details about what they're actually doing with it, but there have been
Talking about it.
They've said like we're talking about it, we want to do it, but they have not.
Namjoon just said on his last live that Taehyung is really pushing for it, and he's like, and you know what happens when Taehyung wants something.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, that's my my insane theory is that all of these hints about running that he's been dropping are.
They could just be messing with us.
They could just be messing with us, or he could just really be into running.
He could just be really into
all
hats with weird sayings right now.
Right.
I mean, that's valid. Or he could be teasing lyrics to shit every time he wears a hat. You never fucking know with these guys. You never fucking know. We
Even
won't
if I'm
actually
right,
know until like in the future.
Yeah.
I feel
Even
like
if
all
I'm-
of them are more into running post-military than they were before.
Oh,
Namjoon and Taehyung and JK specifically for sure.
it says we can do cheers.
Yeah, maybe.
What does this
Fan
mean?
club has completed the
They
first
have another
stage
Run
of the
song
club
there.
quest.
Cheers.
I
Hey
don't know what
guys,
this
look,
means.
we just accomplished the first
did a
stage
thing.
of the club quest. We didn't even know
Oh, wow.
we didn't know we were
Ooh.
participating in the club quest, but we made it to first stage. Look at all of us winning.
How do
at
I send
life.
cheers? No, it's
I
stop
don't know how
clicking
to
buttons,
fan
Katie.
cheers.
Stop
Look at how
clicking
crazy
buttons.
we listen. It's fine.
Does it for our fans. All fans can now send it to celebrate.
Ah.
Unlock club cheers. Maybe it's under gifts or something. I don't
Hey, you know what? I
No,
got
no,
my
no,
phone.
You know how
Cheers.
we should cheers.
In the
You know how we should
curb.
celebrate.
We
We
all
should celebrate
can.
with this.
Oh yes.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Oh yes.
Ah! Look at he got the tattoos
Jimin's
out.
naked again. Jimin's naked again.
Jimin's naked.
Yes. No,
Yes.
no Snickers. No
He got
Snickers.
that. He got that fucking post-military, unbelievable ass going. Look at him. So excited.
Look
They
at
look
that.
like there's so many giggles. They look like they're having so much fun.
Jimin's dramatic ass. Oh, if the oil had burned me.
The glasses. Look at the glass.
Yeah, I know. Jimin's all like dramatic about it, like, oh no, what if? And then at some point it looks like JK is like, well, I mean, burns happen in a kitchen, my friend. Look at my arm. They're so cute. I can't wait. I do love how some sassy ass went and took the screenshot of Jimin during Are You Sure with the big old glasses and the hair, and they side by sided it with that JK drawing that we got on Instagram months ago. And it's like fucking dead ass. I lost my shit. I laughed so fucking hard. I was like,
on one of the posters that when they're in like a kayak or something. And this time it shows that JK is the one in the kayak and Jimin's the one in the water, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's payback.
payback.
Oh, I gotta find that.
Payback.
Oh man, it's so funny.
So that's
Oh,
coming.
I love it though.
That's
Look
coming
at there.
December 3rd. And just a reminder for everyone in our Thursday watch parties right now that I host, and Riven hosts with me 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We are rewatching Are You Sure Season 1 to prepare for Are You Sure Season 2.
Aww.
Yeah.
Look at them.
Bora news complete. Let's move on to
Woohoo.
Hive news because there's a lot of it.
I know.
All right, we're gonna whiz through this because we also want to do our topic at the end. All right, so we talked about this a couple times, but just a quick update because we talked about it last week. New Jeans members Haerin and Hyein are confirmed to return to promoting with Adore. Last week we talked about how the other three members, Min Yoongi, announced their intent to return to Adore November 12th. Quote, we are currently looking into the reasons of the three members' statement to return. Obviously that's a transition, so there may be a little wiggle room there. Week, there's been no further update on either side. It's a little awkward. Min Jin has made a lot of a whole lot of speculation, and a lot of they're confirmed, blah, blah. As far as we know, they said we're coming back. Adore said we're looking into it, and there's been no official update since then.
Yeah.
Min Jin has made several public statements on the matter, but we're going to take those with a grain of salt. She's
yeah.
Well, I
She
mean,
has a track record. Let's just
there are a lot of the probable outcome is who knows at this point. But I mean, we know the way the court case turned out, and we know what Adore said, so we know what the likely outcome is. But it seems like there are some hurdles.
Some hurdles. Yeah.
So we'll see.
I have seen a lot of various things, but I would say the most likely scenario is that they probably had meetings with the two that they had announced themselves. They are probably needing to schedule meetings with the other three and are somewhere in that process. We don't know. We did confirm that Hani was the one in Antarctica.
Why? We don't know. But
why we don't know. If she's still there, we don't know. So that's what there's something is in process.
She wanted to go see some penguins. Just leave her alone.
Well, I hope that the best intentions produce the best results.
Yep.
Because if people have worked that hard and there's music that can be released into the world, I hope it gets a chance to make it out there, is what I would say about that.
Yeah, like I said last time we discussed this, I really am looking forward to this album. We just need to get past all this interim.
Yeah.
It's not going to be without its difficulties, but if people want to make music, which that is what Hybe seems to be about, and its subsidiaries, and typically the artists that they employ, that's the tagline, which we're gonna talk about more in just a second. But it's about the artists and the creativity, and the music is first. So here's hoping. Speaking of. There was a really great article that was released, and it was who was it with?
Music Business Worldwide.
And it was with the current president of Big Hit Music, Son Jong-shin, and she was appointed last year in 2024. And making her the first female to hold the title of president at Big Hit. And prior to that, but she's been with Big Hit for a long time. Prior to that, for 4 years, she ran the training and development team at Big Hit. So she has quite a bunch of experience. She oversaw the training of nearly 200 trainees. So she has a lot of experience working firsthand with artists. And so this article, did we all read it or at least get a chance to glance over?
I read very
super interesting. Super interesting. They talked about a lot of stuff. But the biggest thing, for one, I know at one point you had here, they asked her what like her keyword was, and she said balance, which I thought was really cool. And she talked about like balancing what they've already done with what they want to do in the future. Which I thought was, but I think my biggest takeaway was I want to read a quote really quickly. He said, sorry, I had it and then I moved the screen. Oh, okay. So she talked about because of course they brought up BTS, and she talked about like the legacy of that, but she said that she wanted to make sure that she always embodied the company's mission, Big Hit, of believing in the power of music, which is what we were just talking about, the power of music, driven We are driven by the philosophy that music must always remain at the center, ensuring that every artist can express their individuality and message in their own authentic way. Big Hit Music is the label that continues to explore new musical possibilities to define the next chapter of K-pop. Uh, so I thought that was like my biggest takeaway, because we've seen where in some places in K-pop, artists don't get a lot of say. Like they have producers, they have people that write their music, they have people that create their visual concepts for their albums, sometimes even the concept for their entire group. And they don't get, at least they don't get a lot of say. They get some input here or there, but one thing that I've always found extremely interesting about Big Hit is how they put so much emphasis on finding creative people who want to create, like, uh, express themselves through creating music. Uh, and they also talked, I'm gonna shut up in a second, but this really like stuck with me, so I just wanted to get it out there. They talked about TXT and Cordis in the article as well. And Cordis came right out the gate, just like boom, like they were co-directing their music videos, they wrote all of their stuff, they helped produce. They've been Some of them have been producing for other artists. And they said I think it was when they were on Zane Lowe, they were talking about how they want to be creators in the entire sense of the word, not just music, but they're also creating to help, like, visuals. They're creating to help every single bit of their career. And so I really think that is a very interesting direction that Big Hit wants to take. I'll shut up now.
No, I think those articles, especially when they um can give you a sense of, because people can read quarterly reports,
Yeah.
but to hear somebody talk about their passion that way, and what they really believe is the true heart and soul of a company is really fascinating to me. And what I took away from the article, which I found really interesting, is you have this giant superstar group who's very entrenched in their career. You want to make sure that you don't stifle their creativity and let them have, what they need to do. But then you have to also nurture new talent at the same time and give them the same,
Yes.
opportunities. That is a lot harder than just making everybody cookie cutter and do the same thing. That's a
It
lot
is.
harder.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's like you're acknowledging that if that's the focus, that it's going to be a harder road. But I like the authenticity that it creates. And so that's what
Yeah.
I took away from that, is I just thought, oh man, like that's not the easy path to take. But
No.
I think I believe her when she says that's really at the heart of what they want to promote.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean,
so yeah.
I think a beautiful example of that is like these seasoned music writers, songwriters, and producers, they can just turn out albums. Some of these guys, they
Mm,
can just turn out song after song after song. But they allowed Park Jimin to take a song camp for a year.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
And we got Face, and then we got Muse because they nurtured his desire to play an active role in creating that music,
mhm.
and it was a masterpiece. Both of them
Well,
were
and she
masterpieces.
said, yeah, exactly. She said that at the end of, to your point, Doc, she said that at the end of her interview. She said, one thing she would change about the music business is that she thinks that companies need to allow artists to take the time to develop the way that they need to. Like
Mm,
forcing them in a direction, or forcing them, like, in a creative, like, in a particular creative space, or to move faster than they're ready to, isn't helpful. And she said that they need, like, just like with Jimin, they need to take that time to develop them properly.
right, right.
Yeah,
It's not the easy way, but it's the right way. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
So amazing article. If you guys haven't read it, you can go to musicbusinessworldwide.com. We'll put it in the server too. I think it might already be.
I think it's already in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is already in the server.
Yeah.
We had decided to put it on our agenda and we were going to talk about it, and then somebody put it in general chat. Everybody's like, "Oh, this is such a good article." And we were like, on the one hand, awesome. On the other hand, damn it, you beat us.
You beat us. We were going to talk about it.
Yeah. All good.
Paige, it's in the general chat.
Yeah.
Of the Discord server.
Discord, yeah.
It's really good. Next. Unless anybody else has something to say.
No, that was good.
Yeah, there's a lot more points in that article than what we talked about, but we could be here all day if we sat here and talked about the whole article.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
sorry, what?
No, I was just scrolling through the agenda.
Yeah, I think we skipped down, so I think I'm next.
Oh yes.
Yes, that's why I was trying to reorient myself. All right, it's an exciting day, guys. Some of you saw the announcement in the Discord server or got an email. Our holiday shop is now live, and we would love if you would take a look at it. You can find the link to it at ap529.com/links. Where are we going? Here we go. It's in the front. And yeah, we have some really cool stuff up. We have ornaments, we have wrapping paper, we have a really awesome 12 Days of Bangtan design that Christina finished today. We had to just get it just right.
We were working on it together last night in our admin meeting.
We were singing it, and I'll pop it up and I'll show you why we had to sing it. Hold on, just a sec.
Yes.
It's
really quickly because we don't want to give away all the goodies.
No, we don't want to give away everything. But really, you're not going to load? Really? Okay, hold on.
I always love how we see like some random thing of your computer before we see your screen.
So cute. 5 foreheads. Oh, I love the snowflake.
There it is. All right, boom. That's all you get. That's it.
You get. Yeah, a lot of work and love went into those, so please take a look. We also have, because we know finances are tight for a lot of people, we also have a limited selection of products, t-shirts, acrylic pins, fridge magnets, and vinyl stickers. 50% off right now with very reasonable shipping. So if you go to the website, I think they're right near the top, and if not, there's a section that says sale. So please go check it out.
And because they're shipping from me, because I have everything at my house, I got a ton of other stuff that I'm just going to start dumping in there. So who knows? Maybe you get some extra stickers. Maybe you get some. I got a lot of stuff.
Maybe you might get one of these hats. You don't know.
You never know.
Exactly.
It's a super sale.
I've been making notepads, stickers, all kinds of stuff. You never know.
Could be some extra.
Yeah. It's a super sale because in the fire sale, you're gonna get random surprises from Christina.
As soon as Christina and I were like, we need to do a sale of this stuff, and we were like, I was like, a fire sale. Then I was like, a burning up fire sale. We have to call it that.
That's right.
I couldn't help it. Anyway, so, and as always, we want to say thank you to everybody who supports us and helps be part of our dream. It really does mean a lot to us. And
UNICEF.
Yes, that was the other thing. Yeah, please, if you are signed up for the emails, please look at it, because I actually try to pay attention and write things down in a coherent order. We are going to donate 10% of our net proceeds from today through December 31st to UNICEF, which is kind of a bigger and better version of what we did last year. Yeah. So please do that. And we will go ahead and post the receipt, just like we did last year. We posted the receipt to social media so you guys could see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And good point, paraphrasing. Yes. Shipping from me. So. And
always, I think most of our audience right now is US based, but if you are in a different country, please contact us, because you can buy from our shop and it'll most likely print in the US and ship to you. But if you'd like to buy, especially Canada, Europe, we can often buy our most popular items within your country and have it shipped straight to you. So it's less expensive on shipping and customs fees and all of that. We have that on every single one of our listings. And there's a contact form you can fill out.
Yep. Hey.
Yep, absolutely. All right, week tea. I think I should start because I'm the one who found this.
Yeah, go for
It
it.
was sent to
Yeah,
me. Okay.
totally.
So here we go. So tonight, I love it when people call us out on Twitter. Do I? Do I? Anyway, so
Raise your hand.
what had happened was, because of the incidents with two of the members of BTS, number one, Jungkook, where we talked about someone trying to do the code to his door, right?
We didn't. Wait,
And
No, we didn't talk about this one. This one's new.
we didn't
I
talk
think.
about that. Are you talking about the most recent one?
This
I
one's
think-
new.
I think it's the same one, but it's reporting now that there was like police action taken.
right.
But the date
Right.
was from like a week or two ago.
Okay, no, but this is the third time.
This is
It's
the
hard to
third
keep
one.
straight, to be honest, which is offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
different-
oldest
this is different
person.
from the- yes, this is a new one.
Because there was a 30-something-year-old before.
There was a
Now,
40-something-year-old and a 30-something-year-old before.
Crazy is crazy.
yeah.
Crazy's crazy.
Yeah. So because of the ages of the people that are doing this, there was a follow up to the person who non-consensually kissed Jin on the face during the free hug event. Thanks very much for ruining it for everybody. Thanks.
Yeah,
Um,
asshole.
but because they ended up being identified, these perpetrators, as 50-plus-year-old women, our picture got used again on the internet as an example of grandmas who need to stay in their lane and leave BTS alone. Right?
Yeah.
Bear in mind, first of all, bear in mind that
Hold on. This is the fun part. First of all, we don't get tagged in those tweets. I just
we
happen
don't.
to be in a reporting group chat in Twitter, and someone sent that tweet to the group chat as an example of, here's something that we need to report for ageism. And I was like, I recognize those bitches.
Look at that's us. That's our backs.
Yeah. Secondly, hilariously enough, 4 out of 6 of us are not even over 50.
Correct.
I mean,
Also, I just want to note,
Katie-
I wore the shirt that I was wearing in that picture tonight in honor of this.
nice.
Yeah.
I really like that. So
I don't
we
think
thought,
Katie's even 40 yet, are you?
Katie is not.
No,
even 40.
I just turned
You're
38.
30s.
Not even 40.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Katie
I am
is
a
in
wee
her
babe.
30s.
Okay.
Three of us are in our 40s. And yet here we are. Here we are.
here we are,
Which is over 50.
daring.
I'm here, I'm a grandmother. I have a 7-month-old, but also I'm a grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we thought it would be a really great opportunity again, because we love it when we're the subject of the week tea, right? We thought it would be a really great opportunity again to talk about ageism and what it looks like in the K-pop space, and specifically in the ARMY space, because that's where we do our most. But and so I read through a couple of the people that were commenting underneath that tweet, and you see a lot of things like, why are these people at their big age standing BTS? Aren't you too old to do this? Or one of them actually said, go play with your grandkids, which is very interesting.
Hilarious.
I'm gonna have
so-
grandkids.
Yeah. So for all the lovely Nunas and aunties out there, there's a lot of assumptions, I think. And first of all, I think what we need to say right off the bat, that's the most important part of this conversation, is that inappropriate behavior has no age. And we would be saying that behavior toward BTS, or really anyone, is inappropriate regardless of age, regardless of where they were from, regardless of nationality. Like, you just don't do that kind of stuff. Yeah, and the age really doesn't matter. Those people should not have done what they did. So we want to go right off the bat and say that, yeah, that's so. But of course, instead of condemning the behavior, it's I guess more fun or more entertaining for some people to say, look at these old ladies that are doing this. So and then to put our picture in there.
Yeah.
Because
So
we had literally
look,
nothing to do with the
The
incident.
least you could do is put like tag us or put our website in there or something.
Right?
I
Like
mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
it's
I
rude.
Right?
get some
If you're
promotion out of
gonna
it.
start calling us names out on
Hello.
Kim Namjoon's internet, fucking tag us like a big girl
Yeah.
or boy.
Don't be a bitch.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
Okay,
if
but
you're gonna call us
let's be honest.
old and use our face, tag us like an adult.
But let's be honest, this person who made that tweet, not ever acting like that in their life. Not ever acting like an adult who does rational things like an adult. I looked at the rest of their account. Absolutely not.
Well, which is
Absolutely not.
interesting, which is really interesting that you bring that up because it's you know, older fans get called, you know, we're delusional or we're obsessive or we're in a space that's meant for younger people. But then the opposite can happen, which is younger fans can get called immature or they don't know what they're talking about. They haven't been a fan long enough to know what they're talking about, and so on and so forth. So it's like there is no age range that doesn't catch some shit about being in the fandom. So
The long and short
yeah,
of it is ageism is stupid.
yeah,
Yeah.
So basically, it's, you know, it almost seems like what it stems from, I think, is people who are uh, generally unhappy and want to find a way to make other people unhappy too. And also, there's that one branch, but then there's the second branch of people who just want attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
They just want attention, and it doesn't matter if it's negative attention as long as they're getting it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, Steph's here. It's just 15 minutes of fame, you know? Let's get the
Yeah.
15 minutes of fame and make something viral by just being an angry person. And that's
Yeah.
not good.
I actually am kind of delighted that like I personally live rent free in somebody's phone, and every time they get angry,
They got to have that picture of
I'm
us.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. That photo of the back of the six of us with our names and our shirts
Pretty
with the
awesome.
numbers. That's a badass photo. I'm kind of excited that that's the photo they're choosing.
Can I just
to
say
use
too?
and not some screenshot of us looking like idiots on a live.
Right,
Like,
right. But
that's
can
a
I just
badass
say
photo.
too? How do you know how old someone is from the back of their head and their shirt?
You
How
don't-
do you
fucking
know how
don't.
old someone is?
They clearly don't.
So you must have
with our grandkids.
It means
Yeah,
they have
you-
other photos of us.
right. You must have studied us to know.
yeah.
But then
just-
also, did they study that hard? Because we're clearly
No.
not that
And-
old if you look at our faces. So like,
And
they didn't.
the other
They
thing
didn't.
the other thing that is interesting is like you choose that photo, you can only see our backs. How do you know our age? And I don't know. It's just like how do you dare?
I just would
Right,
love
you
for somebody
can't-
to
you-
be going
Go
through
on,
their
Kate.
phone one day. I mean, like, oh, who are these nice ladies? Are they your friends? No, they're bitches I make fun of on the internet. Wow,
Bunch
you
of
sound
old
fun.
hags, man. Bunch of old
great.
hags on the internet that I make fun of. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you know, Susie said, being a grandma isn't an insult to me. Yeah, like that's not really necessarily like it's not an insult. It's just it's ignorant of the person who's saying
You know,
it to like make
I
a
quite-
sentence about people.
I quite literally know people who are younger than me who are grandmas. Meanwhile, I have a 9-year-old. So it's like
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like
age
and
is
that's
such
the
a
other
stupid
thing, it's like,
qualifier.
the only thing the other thing that they don't think about, and I'm saying this is the oldest one right now in this live, is age gets everyone. People.
100.
I know you're gonna hang out
gets-
long enough.
If you're
You'll be here
no,
with
no, no,
us.
no, no,
If-
no, no, no.
if you're lucky.
If you're lucky, thank
The
you.
alternative is
lucky.
worse.
If you're lucky,
You're
Right.
lucky. Because one day you blink, and you are 50. I'm telling you that because that happened to me.
I'm not gonna lie. I think one of the greatest statements I've ever heard is a story my boss likes to tell of when he was in his 20s and he was working with this gentleman who was like in his late 60s. And the gentleman in his late 60s was literally working circles around my boss, who was in his 20s and was a very hard worker and very fit at the time. And at some point, he's stopping to catch his breath, and he's like, he looks at the older gentleman. He's like, "How are you doing this?" And the guy in his late 60s looked at him and goes, "Let me ask you a question. How old would you be if you didn't know how old you were?"
Mm.
It's funny. She said 2 blinks and you're 60. That's
Yep.
funny.
Oh,
Yeah, and I will say it doesn't matter which fandom you're in. None of your idols would be proud of you for bullying upwards. Because let's talk about the fact that I mean, bullying anyone. First of all, bullying anyone,
Yeah.
but especially bullying upwards. Let's talk about the fact that people who are older are revered in Korean culture. You are expected to respect
Yes.
them. You literally have to call them different. Like so, yeah. I like.
Honorific.
Do you think that they would look at that and be like, yeah, great job bullying people older than you? That's exactly the kind of
That's exactly
Right?
the kind of thing that we want from our fandom.
that's
From a
what we want our
older-
fans to do in our name. Just whatever.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
specifically, go ahead, Doc, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, from a culture that puts so much emphasis on honorifics, like even a day apart in age, if you happen to be born on December 31st or January 1st, gets you some serious honorifics over there. Like age is a big deal for them as far as honoring people older than you.
Yeah, yeah.
They'd be so disappointed.
No, so what I was going to say too is having been specifically on Twitter when the whole Yoongi thing was going down last year, I can tell you without a doubt that the way that we got through that was because we had older fans who were PR marketing people,
Yeah.
lawyers, people who were professionals in our fandom who said, listen, when the real shit goes down in the fandom, here's what you have to do. You can't get angry and spill all over the internet. You have to be smart. We have to move together. And it was this presence that just kept everybody, as calm as possible and moved through the scenario with some logic and some reasoning. You know what I mean? And
Right.
so that whole presence of the older fans is really what I think got us through that in terms of
Right.
not self-destructing, because it was a big I mean, I don't want to bring up bad memories, but it was a big deal last year. It was a big deal.
Right. Well,
Um,
and it, yeah, if you think about that scenario too, that the biggest turning point in that whole situation was when Army managed to absolutely control the algorithms for like a 48-hour period of time. We controlled the
right.
algorithms on every social media in every country for a period of time. That kind of situation does not take place without people who understand how the algorithms work telling you what to do and people listening. And that required older Army. The people who fucking built the algorithms were standing there going, this is how you do it. And it had never been done before. And that mass scale control of entire algorithms across the world for a lengthy period of time was only done by organization by older Army, who knew
Yeah.
how they worked because they fucking made them.
Yeah. So yeah. And obviously you're in a space with us right now where we are our whole one of our whole missions was to create the most inclusive fandom space that we could, right? And that definitely goes for age. And so, I mean, I just
There's no
it's
point.
yeah, it's so funny. And was it a huge tweet? Like, did it get a lot of traction? No, it
No.
not really. Um, but it does just remind me sometimes that creating this age inclusive space that we have, you don't realize how important it is until you see stuff like that, because we don't think that way. And then you go
Yeah.
out onto the open internet and you go, people
Yeah.
think that way? Like, that's so weird.
You go out there and it's like hunting season.
Yeah.
And but it's important. So that's why it's important to keep, doing what we do and spreading our message, because ageism, first of all, I mean, it doesn't have a place anywhere, but
Mhm.
especially in fandom culture, because fandom is about literally just enjoying something. And there's no age on that. There's no age on enjoying something. It's like
Right.
music, something creative. Like
Right.
everybody enjoys music. It doesn't matter how old you are. It also doesn't matter if you want to enjoy the entire let's use the word package, the entire package that the K-pop system presents to us. That includes besides music, that includes visuals and music videos and album concepts and costumes and the way that they look. It's all one big part of the package. They work hard on how they look because they want to be attractive. They want to look good and embody the concepts that they want for their music, for their fans. And so it is okay if you enjoy the music to also enjoy everything that they present to us, including how good they look. And that
Right.
is one of the biggest things that a lot of this, you haven't had it written down. A lot of this is rooted in, a lot of it's rooted in misogyny, because let's be honest, most of the time this stuff is aimed towards women. Is that, you know, like, we can exist, but let's not exist too loudly. Let's not enjoy too much. Let's, you know, we got to be quiet and calm. And, you know, God forbid, once we get to a certain age, we still find people attractive. Like, that's
Right.
that's kind of the root of it, because nobody ever says, I mean, actually, some of these people were saying you're too old for concerts, which is like,
Since when?
What?
like, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that when you walked into a concert venue, when they were waving that wand over you and checking your bag, they're like, "May I also see your ID?" Oh no, you're too old.
I'm sorry, but when the Rolling Stones went in their last concert tour, the people in the audience were not 20-year-olds.
People on the stage were not.
20, but you know, come on.
Listen, if you think
have Grandpa Jagger on stage too.
Grandpa Jagger on stage.
if you think that women after they reach a certain age lose desire in life, in
desire,
sexuality,
well, that too, but
in sexuality, because there's this attitude like we're not allowed to
not to be sexual.
be women.
No, Doc.
Yeah.
Let me say this very loud. If a man that is in his 60s is flirting with a woman that is 20, that is fine.
That is
good.
okay.
Fine.
If it's a woman,
But I'm saying, if you have this
Mm.
idea that a woman is just supposed to just shut things off after age 30, it seems like, you've never been inside of a nursing home. You've never been inside of a nursing home. You just haven't.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
I'm going to say something else.
That's a different kind of tea.
Women, older women usually tend to look better than men their same age. Am I not
Yes.
even saying? I'm
That's
saying
true.
that 100%, because I went to my high school reunion and man, some of those guys look like 20 years older than me. So
Yeah.
come on.
So I think it was just a reminder again, that it's never too much to remind people that we don't try to block people from enjoying BTS. And no one has the right to do that anyway.
No.
And BTS themselves have said, "We love you. I love what you eat. I love who you are. I love who you love." Like, they are the most
Right.
inclusive people. And so if you're going to be in this fandom, I think you should absolutely subscribe to that feeling. Yeah. And real quick, There is sometimes too, and this is okay to do, but sometimes some of the people on the internet, especially on Twitter, because you only have this many characters, sometimes will say things that they're not really quite aware that it is an ageist sort of statement. And I would just say if you can correct people, be gentle. Like DMs are great. Be gentle because we don't want to make people feel defensive, but at the same time, I think it's always, if it's something that you see that you can point out, then maybe it's a good thing. In my opinion, and I really try not to use language like that because I'm obviously sensitive to it because my picture gets spread on Twitter as an example. So,
and if
yeah.
you don't feel comfortable engaging, you feel free to bring it to the community, to your community of friends, if it's us, and people who you might think would be better equipped to deal with it or want to deal with it or take a look at it and say, this is worth time or this isn't worth time engaging over. So Christina's not saying that you need to go out there and educate everybody.
No. But I am saying, especially I'm just saying we can all do our part. Whatever you're comfortable doing, we can all do our part to be consistent with what we're doing, because anyone can be ARMY. Anyone.
Right. And at the end of the day, you're allowed to enjoy music in the way you want to enjoy the music. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, how in between you are. If you find them attractive, you're allowed to find them attractive. If you just enjoy the music, you're allowed to just enjoy the music. If you think they are adorable little cutie pies, you're allowed to find them adorable little cutie pies, and any in between. There is no rules on how a person is allowed to enjoy music, as long as you remain respectful and you enjoy them in the way that they present themselves to you.
Yes.
It is perfectly acceptable to enjoy the way they present themselves to you as a fan. It is not okay to show up at the door.
No.
It's not okay to approach them in a restaurant and act weird about it. Enjoy them the way they present themselves to you.
Nope. Not okay to touch them at a fan event unless it's expressed been told you could. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Don't.
If they say gentle high fives, then it's gentle fucking high fives and nothing more.
Don't make it weird.
Because that's what they've requested. So, at the end of the day, you're allowed to enjoy them, no matter your age, in the way that they present themselves to you as an artist. And don't let anybody steal your joy.
Anyone who says differently can get fucked.
Yeah. Anyone who says differently, just their opinion is
uncomfortable.
Doesn't matter. Their opinion doesn't matter. Yeah. And they can get fucked.
Yeah.
So.
And the best part of that whole story is I fired off a tweet afterwards saying, "Look, honey, I'm Gen X. I'm gonna do what I want to do." I got 100 new followers from that tweet.
Hell yeah, you did.
So what that person managed to do is quite literally the opposite of what they were probably trying to do, which is to shame us into being quiet. And instead, a ton of Gen X armies came and were showing support and leaving really nice messages under my tweet. That's why I love ARMY.
Your tweet got way more views.
Yeah.
Your tweet got more views. And
so there it is.
Visiting our website and joining the community.
Yeah. So there it is.
I was just checking on Twitter. A lot of people were posting their results. I saw some rare types, some types we hadn't seen very much before.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yay!
That's awesome.
And that's what fandom should be, right?
Yep.
That's exciting.
Absolutely. So,
we'll have fun together instead of fighting with each other. Let's have fun together. We have concert to go to next year. Come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
We do.
Better things to do than worry about how old someone is.
So true. So true. Well, that was a good discussion. I it's been a while since we've been the subject of our own midweek tea. It's been a little while.
We got to get in there every now and then.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
been a
It's been a
while.
hot minute.
I got it. I heard you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Let's hit reminders because we're at time. For those of you that are interested, we have an awesome streaming charting voting channel in our Discord for reminders, latest information about goals, how to vote. We have a live mama vote coming up November 28th and 29th, where we are trying to help our beloved BTS members win some more awards. So it's a really good place to hang out and get all that information. And we also celebrate too when they win stuff. So, yeah, come check it out. Streaming charting voting channel. Join our Discord. Speaking of Discord,
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I talked about watch parties. We have them all the time, almost every night of the week. But we've got a lot of other stuff going on in our Discord too. We've got we don't just talk about BTS in there. We talk about all kinds of things. We've got a book club. We've got a meditation club. We've got just tons of stuff. Stephanie hosts K-drama watch parties on Saturday nights. And then Patricia hosts a watch party on Monday nights. Right now we're watching Hurong. And then she and Doc do Run BTS every other Friday. On Thursdays, we also have members of our European community who host watch parties at other times during the day for different time zones. On Thursdays, I mentioned this earlier, but every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I host the weekly watch party where we sometimes talk about the blog, but we sometimes just watch random things. But we are right now watching season 1 of Are You Sure? To gear up for the return of the show on December 3rd. So join us for that. However, next week, because next week is in the US, it is a holiday. On Thursday, it is the day of the turkey. The watch party has been moved to
turkey.
The watch party has been moved to the day after Friday next week. So just keep that in mind. But join us for that and join us for all the other fun stuff we do in Discord. You can find the invite for our server at the link that Katie, we didn't mention earlier, but it's ap529.com/links. Thank you, Katie. ap529.com/link. You can find everything that we've talked about. The blog, our map, more pictures of us being women of a certain age.
Yes, and we love, and also old ladies love cats. So yeah, we
I
even
got
have a
four-
channel
I got
with our
4 of
pets
them.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Our next live is going to be on Sunday, November 23rd, over on YouTube at Army Project 529. And so while this was our midweek tea, Sunday is our surprise Sunday deep dive. And this Sunday, Christina is in charge. So buckle up, buttercups.
Am I?
Also,
Oh, dang. All right.
You are in charge. And to make it extra
Nice.
fun, Stephanie and I will not be there. Stephanie's got life things, and I'm fucking down to Bentonville, Arkansas for a Universe fan meet and greet with Gretel,
Nice.
turns out, and maybe some other AP529ers. So it's
Awesome.
gonna be fun. I might try to pop in if it's not too crazy there and say hi during your live. But
Doc's
Nice.
cheating with other K-pop. We like to do it.
I
sometimes.
am. I'm cheating. I'm cheating with Universe. Listen, they have members from the U.S.
No.
Come on.
Listen, if you're
So
good,
fun.
You don't have to sell Lisa. You don't have to sell her that.
I don't have to sell Lisa on cheating with other K-pop groups. It's fine. Yes, I get to see Kenny and Nathan,
who are hilarious.
and Sok and Aito will be there as well. So I'm so excited.
He's happy.
Anyways,
If you don't follow them on TikTok, you should, because
they're
good Lord.
hilarious. They're unhinged. Absolutely the fuck unhinged.
For
I've
the
been
longest
following
time-
them forever.
I've been following them, and I had never even heard one of their songs, and it didn't matter to me that I had never even heard
They
one of
didn't
their-
even debut until like a month ago or so, 2 months ago. For like a year, everybody's running joke was like doing everything but debuting.
Ooh, Aria saw them.
Universe.
I saw them. Said they're adorable. Saw them Sunday.
Nice.
So, anyways,
All right. Thank
So that's
you,
where I'll
as
be.
always, everybody,
Thank
for
you,
joining.
everyone.
We
See you
hope you
someday.
have a great rest of the week.
Yeah.
Take care. Love you, love you.
Joy.
Bye. Ora
Good
hey.
night.